Testing. 1, 2, 3. This is archive number 901. Today, I explore a subject as ancient as human nature itself, the dark side of the human mind. More precisely, why we lie to ourselves. As trivial as it may seem, self-deception is a formidable force that shapes our actions, our morals, and ultimately, our destiny. Let us peel back the layers of pretense and examine the hidden truths we hide even from ourselves. From the moment we gain consciousness, our minds become the battleground for truth and illusion. Self-deception is not an anomaly. It is an intrinsic part of human existence. We construct narratives to protect ourselves from harsh realities, to preserve our fragile sense of identity. Consider the simple act of looking in a mirror. What do you see? The reflection of your physical form, or the carefully curated image you wish to project? Much like a magician concealing his secrets, our minds obscure inconvenient truths with comforting lies. Why do we lie to ourselves? Perhaps it is because truth, in its raw form, can be unbearable. We cling to illusions to maintain control, to avert the chaos that unfiltered reality might unleash. And in doing so, we become both the author and the victim of our own narratives. Let us delve deeper into the machinery of the mind. Neuroscience reveals that our brains are wired to favor patterns, often even if those patterns are false. Cognitive biases such as confirmation bias, the Dunning-Kruger effect, and cognitive dissonance all contribute to the construction of our personal delusions. For example, confirmation bias drives us to seek out information that aligns with our pre-existing beliefs, reinforcing our illusions rather than challenging them. Cognitive dissonance forces us to rationalize contradictions, smoothing over inconsistencies with convenient falsehoods. In essence, the brain is a master illusionist. It processes information not solely to reveal the truth, but often to maintain a narrative that is comfortable, predictable, and controllable. Self-deception, then, is less a failure of the mind, and more a feature, a survival mechanism, that ironically may hinder progress while protecting the ego. Beyond the individual, self-deception has profound social implications. Our personal lies extend to our collective consciousness. Society is built on shared narratives, ideologies, cultural myths, moral codes, that are often more fiction than fact. Take, for instance, the concept of justice. Many believe in an objective, immutable standard of right and wrong. Yet, history shows us that definitions of justice have been manipulated by those in power. We convince ourselves of moral absolutes while conveniently ignoring the contradictions that lie beneath. Consider the case of Kira, an individual whose radical sense of justice was accepted by many, not because it was inherently righteous, but because it filled a void created by societal self-deception. People often choose to believe in grand narratives, even when they are self-serving, to avoid the discomfort of moral ambiguity. In this way, self-deception becomes a double-edged sword. It protects us from the harshness of truth, while simultaneously shackling us to constructed beliefs that may never serve our true interests. Now, let us turn inward. How do you confront the lies you tell yourself? It begins with acknowledging that no one is immune to self-deception, not even the most rational minds. The first step is introspection, to scrutinize your beliefs, to question the origins of your desires and fears. Ask yourself, what is the truth behind this feeling? Why do I hold this conviction? Yet, be warned, facing your inner deceptions is not a painless process. It is akin to peeling away layers of an onion. With each layer removed, the raw, unfiltered truth may cause discomfort, or even pain. However, within that discomfort lies the potential for genuine growth and liberation. Some might find humor in the idea that we are all in essence self-deluding marionettes. And indeed, there is a certain comedy in our collective unwillingness to see our strengths. But humor aside, the challenge remains to become aware, to break free from the comforting lies that have long dictated your actions. In the final analysis, true freedom does not lie in the absence of self-deception, but in the courage to confront and transcend it. Embracing truth requires a relentless pursuit of self-awareness, a commitment to questioning every assumption, every habit, every emotion that might be the product of external manipulation. It is not enough to simply recognize the lies. one must actively choose to seek and uphold the truth, however uncomfortable it may be. This process, though arduous, is the foundation of authentic autonomy. Imagine the mind as a fortress. For too long, that fortress has been built on shaky foundations, constructed from the comforting yet deceptive bricks of self-deception. True liberation comes when you tear down these walls and rebuild them on the solid bedrock of truth and self-determination. I urge you, dear listener, to embark on this journey of introspection. Question your motivations, scrutinize your actions, and most importantly, never cease in your quest for genuine understanding. The battle is not external, but within, a silent war fought on the inner battleground of your mind. If this inquiry has stirred even a fraction of your curiosity, if it has compelled you to question the veracity of your convictions, then I invite you to take the next step. Subscribe to this channel, share your thoughts, and join me in this relentless pursuit of truth. Let us create a community of minds unafraid to face the darkness within, unafraid to challenge the illusions that bind us. Comment below with your reflections, your questions, and perhaps your own revelations. Together, we can ignite a revolution of awareness, a movement where truth is the only currency. This is L, signing off from case number 901. Continue questioning, continue seeking, and remember, only through the confrontation of your own illusions can you begin to truly own your mind. The recording ends with a soft, deliberate click. Static slowly fades to silence as